Hey guys, welcome back to the Wind Waker walkthrough. And here is the first dungeon, Dragon Roost Cavern. Apologize for the week-long pause. I had a little bit of trouble troubleshooting this video. I actually had to erase my file and play through again, and this is a 4-year-old file. I started it in July of 2016, so this file I'm playing on now is older than my YouTube channel. Anyway, so I'll start off in the first room. There are these two bokoblins here after that block puzzle, as you just saw. There's two bokoblins, and I managed to smash the jars as I killed the first one. Anyway, just kill this two, and then you'll notice that we're still locked in here. If you went to the top here, you notice that there was a keyhole. So you have to take this stick, which conveniently for me it's lit on fire. If it's not for you, there's a torch on the other side of the room. Take it to the torch, light it, and then light these two torches here, which will then reveal a treasure chest, giving us this small key needed in order to get to the next room. Alright. Anyway, you might have seen this little jar with like this powder in it in the beginning. I'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, this dungeon is very unique from most of the first dungeons in Zelda games because this one is fire themed. Normally that's the second dungeon in fire games. In Ocarina of Time, there's the Dodongo's Cavern, which actually sounds like this, not really music or sound, it's soundtrack, ambient noises, sounds like the Dodongo's Cavern. Anyway, in Twilight Princess we had the Goron Mines. Of course, that wasn't out yet when this game came out. So, well, anyway, it wasn't really reoccurring. But in Majora's Mask, we did have Snowhead Temple for the second dungeon, which I absolutely hate, by the way. Anyway, just go ahead and pull that block down, and then over here, jump across this bridge here, and you'll meet Keese. Keese are a reoccurring Zelda enemy. They're in every 3D title, as well as a few 2D titles as well. And it doesn't matter what game you're playing, they're just as annoying. And apparently killing that first one scared the other one off, so he saw what I could do to him. Anyway, there's a bomb plant right there. Go ahead and throw it, and it will explode that rock. The backflip is not necessary. That is just to show you how cool I am. Anyway, now that that's gone, it'll reveal the door going into the next room here. You may notice some of these jars here that have this little water drop on the side. That means they're filled with water, and as you see as I pick it up, you throw it, and then it will break, and then it will reveal a platform of obsidian used to cross over the lava. Anyway, there's a chest over here, so go ahead and open it, and you should get the dungeon map. Alright, now we have a full layout of this dungeon. You can go to your map subscreen, and you can see only the dungeon over here. If you want to see like your sea chart, well, you're going to have to go outside. And thankfully they give you some more jars with water there, because if not, you'd be stranded there. Anyway, be careful when climbing up this ladder. There's a red choo-choo at the top, and I always try to manage to get hit, so I tried to not do it this time. I was successful, so I climb a little bit and then I drop. Yeah. It's kind of hard not to get hit there. I just always do. Today was just the lucky time where I didn't. Anyway, that's it for this room. Just go ahead and climb the ladder and then enter the door to the next room. Alright, it's pretty dark in here. You can look around, not see much. Just take a step forward. Bokoblin breaks out of a jar and then smashes his way through the bars. Alright, now that he's gone there, he will drop his weapon, and we need to use it in order to go to the next, or continue through this room. Anyway, because your sword is too small and little weak to break the bars. So, it's pretty impressive how Link can just get the strength to break these. Oh, and do a spin attack with them. That was also just to show how cool I am. Alright, you're done with it now. You can just drop it, and they'll collect some red chew jelly. I never actually mentioned what it was for. Later on in this game, you'll be able to make potions. I didn't really describe that just because I don't really do it. You can do it if you want, but I don't do it mainly just because I'm always prepared. Two choo-choos there. You can just go ahead and ignore them. It really doesn't matter. Anyway, we're in the room we were before, except just from a different door here. There are some rocks over here, and there was an explosion. I don't know exactly what that was. I was looking around just to see what that was. Anyway, I was pretty confused. I wasn't quite sure. You see, I'm looking up. It wasn't that. We'll get to that later. Anyway, Just pick up one of the rocks and then throw it on one of those bomb plants. I missed the first time. And the first time I came to this dungeon, on my very first playthrough of this game, I was pretty confused here. I thought you had to use the sword to hit the bombs. What I did, I tried to jump attack it or stab it, but I just kept falling in the lava there, and yeah, don't do that. You have to use a rock. Now we're back over here where we were before, and this time we have a small key, so I can go ahead and enter the door to the southwest. Alright, in here, you see that over there? There's a platform there, and it's got bars behind it with a treasure chest. Remember it, please. Because I forgot it the first time recording, and I was pretty annoyed. Anyways, I will definitely come back and get it, but you see that? Remember it. Okay, good. No further words, just remember it. Alright, this red choo-choo's there. I got hit, so that was great. These wooden bars are a little bit broken, so you can just go ahead and cut them with your normal sword. And this bokoblin here doesn't seem to be wielding anything, so... or he was wielding something, but he was wielding a Deku stick. Can't exactly break the wood with the Deku stick, so smart thing to do, light it on fire, and then burn it. And that will burn not only the bottom part, but the top part as well, revealing a floor switch that you step on to open the door. Alright, now I'm outside, which there's a bokoblin across this little wood bridge over here. You can fight it if you want, or you can just knock it over the side, which is what I like to do here. I don't remember if I did it in this recording. Oh yeah, I did. Anyway, there's a wooden ladder here, but be careful because there will be fire and lava spraying through the side of it, which will cause the will cause you to get hurt and fall off if you do it. I don't know how the ladder hasn't burnt up yet, or how Link's hands didn't burn from touching that wood. Anyway, you can see down there. Anyway, here's a Cargarok. This is a bird enemy, and it's in... This is the first game it was introduced in, and it's one of two games. The other one was Twilight Princess in 2006. Anyway, it drops a golden feather. You don't really need to collect too many of these. It's for a side quest later, but you don't really need to collect too many of them. There's a side quest later where you have to collect, I think, 20 of them. I'll get to that whenever we do it, but it's not for much later. But definitely pick up a few of those. Anyway, over here, self-explanatory. You just go ahead and sidle across this here. Just be careful with that hole because it'll spray, or it'll blast. That's what I was looking for. It'll blast fire and lava across, and here you have to shimmy across using only your arms. Yeah, Link has got some serious upper body strength, so yeah, for a 12-year-old, I'd say he's pretty savage. Anyway, there's a bomb plant up here. Go ahead and pick it up and throw it right down there. I was trying to make it land on a little piece of wood on top of the door, but no such luck. Either way, it blew up the rock in the front, and you can go back inside now. Alright, in here it's pretty dark as well, and a little block puzzle. You only need to pull away the one on the right and the one in the middle here. Alright, now go ahead and climb up. I don't remember if there's something behind it or not. You can check, but you'd have to reset this room to do so. Alright, in here, be careful. There are rats, and the King of Red Lions is going to warn you about that. And if you didn't know, yes, he can use this stone too. I was going to say, Tetra, you sound different, but no, this is the King of Red Lions. Yes, he has the power to use this stone as well, so that'll be pretty helpful. He can observe us while we are in a dungeon. So he's like your version of Navi in this game, your guide. Even though he's pretty low profile sometimes, you know, he's literally a boat. Anyway, there are these rats here. You don't actually have to kill them. I just wanted to because they can attack you and they can take your rupees, and it's annoying. Not that you really need too many rupees, but still, I don't care if I'm a millionaire and I have someone taking money out of my wallet. Like, that's mine. That's not yours. Seriously. And it's literally a rat. What are you even going to do with it? I did manage to kill them, you know, after a lot of trying. See, there, I killed one. They're pretty weak, though. They only take a couple hits. Oh, yeah, and they dropped 20 rupees, or at least that one did, which is awesome. Alright, go ahead and light this stick on fire, throw it across the room, which I missed, and I guess it'll just bounce up there anytime you miss, because you have no way of getting it back up there on your own. So, that's pretty nice. Alright, I killed the other one, and I think they'll leave me alone. Alright, there are about 3 or 4 in here, but I only killed 2. They should leave you alone. Alright, anyway, what you want to do is throw it across there, and this took me a while to figure out as well, because you wouldn't think that Link could seriously throw that far. There's a chest over here. Go ahead and open it. And that stick throwing thing, it really goes back to what I was saying about Link's arms being strong. Anyway, this contains the compass. So now you can find where all the treasure chests and viewpoints are. So that's pretty awesome. Alright. Climb up this ladder here, and you'll notice there's a chest behind these wooden planks, those wooden bars that we burnt down. It's a small key. That's how you leave. So, kind of important. Anyway, head over to the door on the north, and then that'll be it for this room. Alright, I'm back outside. Pretty nice. Go ahead and jump over these very broken stairs. I need to come up here to another locked door, a jar with 5 rupees in it, and a bird nest with a Kargarok in it. Now this Kargarok is guarding the key, and I don't think you have to kill it, you just have to maybe distract it. Although killing it's always the better option there, because, you know, Kargaroks are very mean. Anyway, it's dead, and the key is right here. One thing I will say about this place, the outside, is you get a pretty nice view of the ocean here. It's pretty awesome. Although if you were to jump down there, well, it could mean nothing more than death. Anyway, back inside here to a extremely dark room. You need to take a Deku stick with you and light it, so you have something to illuminate the darkness. And I saw this steam coming out of the walls. Don't really know what that is, but it's there. Also, you'll be bamboozled by like 5 or 6 or 7 keys. Yeah, it's pretty catches you by surprise, you know. Go ahead and light this on fire, burn it down, and I was looking around to see if there was anything else. I do still need that torch, actually, but there's a treasure chest right here. I would have forgotten about it maybe, even though that there's something on the map for it. It's just a joy pendant, or a treasure for your spoils bag. So, it's not too important, you can get it if you want, but it's not like vital. Anyway, you can light these torches here. We're opening the door behind you. And that's it for this room. This room here looks like another room that we'll be coming to later. Watch out though, there are rocks that'll fall. Yes, they can hurt you, but they're pretty easy to avoid. Just cross the bridge and open the door to the south. Alright, I'm locked in here. And there's seemingly a single Bokoblin in here. And here, I like to do this. This is fun. Go ahead and use his own sword against him. Like I said previously, this is one of the first Zelda games that implemented the feature of using an own weapon, or enemy's weapon against them. And the team thought that was so creative whenever they thought of that. Anyway, smash these jars because there are Bokoblins hiding inside of them, which is doesn't seem very plausible, but they are, as you see right there. I mean, the Bokoblin is bigger than the jar. I was trying to see if I could hit it without having to climb up there. Alright, that's the last Bokoblin in this room. So, now the bars have lifted up. And, alright, I just climbed the ladder and completely forgot about the treasure chest, even though that I need it to progress. So, yeah, open the treasure chest first. I was like, wait a minute, I'm missing something. I realized, oh, I didn't get the treasure chest yet. But, yeah, there it is. Well, actually, you need to light the torches first. So, just grab one of those sticks there, and then you can, well, just light it. Just completely didn't cross my mind, that's all. We all get those moments, you know. Alright. I always use the L button to center myself whenever I open a chest in every game. It looks really dumb, but it's the easiest way I know of, just so I don't have to turn my camera around. Just because I want you guys to see what I'm doing, you know? This is a visual walkthrough, as well as a explanational one as well. Anyway, so now you can look at the map to see where else to go. I was trying to actually look at the sea chart when I realized, wait, I'm in a dungeon, I can't do that. Anyway, go ahead and jump and climb this ladder, which that also was to show how cool I am, if you didn't know. Anyway, up the ladder here is another door, and this room, one of my least favorite rooms in any dungeon ever, because it has that thing in it. I hate that thing. And, yeah, it just falls. And I fell as well. Yeah, that's what happens when you fall in lava in this game. It's really goofy and silly, you know. it's a cartoony game, you know, they were trying to maybe give the player some giggles as well, to see Link literally bounce off the lava. Anyway, I killed it, but I fell in the lava again, and yeah, that happened. So, that was annoying, but don't worry, I did actually kill this time, so it's fine. Now, every time I came here, I always hated it just because that thing was there, and yeah. I was worried that if I L-targeted, I would accidentally hit it and waste the bottle of water. Anyway, you have to use your parry move on him, or else it won't die. And drop one of those pearls there too, so as you can see. I was worried I wouldn't make it, even though that you clearly will. I was a little worried I was going to miss that, so time it better, maybe. And if you're not that accurate, don't worry, it'll center it before you have to go up. Alright, so once you're done that, just go ahead and open the door to your left. And then in here now, giant boulders. This is the room right before the boss room. So, right before we have to fight the boss, this is where we will be. Blow that up and it reveals that pot. And I saw one of those at the beginning of the dungeon. If you're wondering what that was, you jump in there and they'll take you to the beginning of the dungeon where that other pot was. Very useful and helpful if you need to go back, which I will need to do later. Like I said, keep that one chest in mind in that one room, because I will be showing you how to get that. Alright, go ahead and blow that up, and then just go and open up the door in the south. Alright, I'm back outside, and as you can see, there's the Great Valoo, and he's not really having it right now. Something's not going up for him, so climb up the stairs, and then, oh no, halfway I realize they'll fall right after you climb them, leaving you virtually no way to get down. So, anyway, I'll have to figure out how to get down later on. Anyway, behind here where we see, oh no, Medley is in bars, and there are two Bokoblins around him, and this awesome battle song plays. Alright, so Medley's trapped, and you just have to fight the two Bokoblins, and she should be out, right? Seems plausible. Oh, and there's another parry move, also to show how cool I am, by the way. Alright, just go ahead and fight them. They're really easy. They're just like any Bokoblin, but that guy, he took a beating. I guess he couldn't get to the other sword there, stuck in the wall, so we had to get that one. Alright, they're gone. However, there's a Cargrock carrying a Moblin, also of which I have to fight. Also, can I point out how disproportionate the legs of this Moblin are? There's no way it should be holding up its weight. Alright, so I saw the parry button, I was trying to do it, but I guess I missed my chance. So then I thought I would try and knock his weapon out of his hand, but that didn't work, and he just started sniffing and thought, perfect opportunity. So there we go. Alright, I didn't mean to slide, I just wanted to fight him. Anyway, he's dead, and that is the last enemy, I promise. And then the bars should open, while Medley's arms completely clip through them. I always found that quite awesome. How game designers literally didn't care if things looked realistic, even in a game that's clearly not supposed to be realistic. Also, the Moblin drops a skull necklace. Pretty cool. They go in your spoils bag. Anyway, Medley's free, so go ahead and talk to her, and she'll thank you, of course. And she'll let you know what's up with Valoo. So as she just mentioned, some terrible creature is doing something to Valoo's tail. Probably scratching it or hurting it, I don't know. And yeah, he's not happy about it. And he can't exactly do anything about it because he's kind of stuck there. Although, is that even where he's supposed to be? Does he just kind of sit up there all day? See the Great Valoo? Really? Anyway. So, she's going to give us something to get out of this place, and it's what Rito used before they evolve their wings. This is the grappling hook. Don't confuse us with the hook shot from Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. This thing, although we may or may not get a hook shot in the future, spoiler alert, anyway, this thing is basically a lasso. It's also something to swing with. I'll be showing you just that, so go ahead and equip it on any of the item buttons. I chose X just because I like it. Anyway, and if you're wondering what these giant hooks are that you've been seeing coming out of the walls, well, now you know what they're for. They're for the grappling hook. You go ahead and you throw it, and it will latch on. It will make this yellow like symbol to show you that you can use it on that. If you're playing the HD version of the game, it's much, much faster. And when I first found that out, I was so thrilled. I love that. If you fail this one and fall, don't worry. There's a ladder that can help you climb right back up. So you shouldn't have to worry. Anyway, that's it for here. Medley will just kind of stay there, and she won't really come back. And ow, that kind of hurt. Alright. I was not really sure what to do. I thought I had to do something else, but you're fine. You just do this. I was just kind of having one of those moments. But yes, you do want to swing across these hooks right here. Alright, back inside now. Another room with a bridge. And this bokoblin has a very hard time staying on a bridge for some reason. This one will ambush you out of the jar. I don't even think you have to kill them. I knocked him off. I love the way that their sticks bounce whenever something's wrong. Oh, you do have to kill them. Oh, yeah, they reveal a treasure chest. How could I forget? Anyway. Go ahead and use that treasure chest, and you're probably thinking, how do we get down there? It's just all lava. Well, stand on the bridge and cut the ropes. Yes, this is totally a good idea. Oh, I was trying to cut these last two ropes, but I guess if you swing, then Link will stamp his foot, causing the bridge to weaken and break. Just a item for your spoils bag. I almost said adventure pouch. This isn't Skyward Sword. Just an item for your spoils bag. Most likely going to be a joy pendant, but yeah, I guess it may vary. I don't know. Anyway, in here, you've probably seen this before. This is a little platform that can raise and lower. Now, every time I play through this game, I always have an issue. You want to spin attack these ropes, but I try to do the quick spin, and I only end up cutting two of them, which results in me falling and, well, dying in the lava. So, do what I just did. I'd say for this one, you're going to want to hold down the button. I know quick spins are fun to do, but I'd say for that one, you're going to want to hold down the button. Anyway. In here, go ahead and jump across these little wooden, I don't know what you call them. They're not bridges. They're just little platforms that are just being strung by chains. Anyway, climb the ladder up here, and then go ahead, and well, you'll notice the door to the north here is locked. So what you want to do is grab your grappling hook out and reach this switch, or this handle here, which acts as a switch. A little bit out of notice. It's not a drop-dead obvious thing in your face. You kind of have to look around a bit to find out it's there. Watch out for the keys. They're really bad. They're really evil. Oh, and you can use the grappling hook as a weapon as well, so pretty fun. So now we have some type of projectile weapon now. I almost jumped off there. I was pretty worried, but it's fine. And I was just trying to look around to see how I can get to there, even though I know how I do it now. And I was still just trying to look at how I can get back to that one room with the chest, because I wasn't sure if I was already supposed to get it or not. But I mean, I know now you're supposed to use those that pot with the fumes in it. Anyway, in here, go ahead and use your grappling hook to get on this, and then you're going to hold the R button to stop, and you can turn with the control stick and slide up and down as well. So climb up a bit, and you're going to have to change the position, and go ahead and move the control stick back and forward to make Link start swinging here. And he'll gradually get better at it as you go. It's just like how I was swinging on those little ropes with the candles on it back in Tetra's pirate ship. It's literally the exact same mechanic here, except you don't get to take those things with you. Whereas the grappling hook, I get to have with me for the rest of the game, which is awesome. Alright, in here now, there's a treasure chest surrounded with fire. And the switch is on it, but it'll only stay down if you are on it. So we're going to get this guy here to stay on it for us. So what you want to do here is, you want to hit him so that he grows into a ball, and not do that. That will kill him. But it doesn't matter because he'll just come back literally a few seconds after. See, there he comes again. Alright, you need this guy, so I'm trying to lead him away from the lava here, but he's not really listening. And I wanted to... You see, you can use a quick spin on him or a jump attack quickly before the parry icon shows up on the A button. Jump attack is easier, so yes, like that. And I got lucky with it not falling there. Because if we fell, it would have hit the lava. Go ahead and place it on the Switch. Remember, use the R button, not the A button. So if this is your first time playing Wind Waker, that'll take some getting used to. I know it did for me because I grew up playing Twilight Princess on the Wii. Even though I have the GameCube version, you can use either button. Anyway, here's the big key. This will let us into the boss room, which I'll be going to in a few minutes, actually. There's still that one more treasure chest to collect, and then it'll be time to fight the boss. Once you come back into this room, there'll be a fire keys here. It was not here before. Don't worry, you're not going crazy. Fire keys are really annoying. As the name suggests, they're on fire, and they will set you on fire if you touch them. There are also electric keys, but I won't encounter those until later. So, not here, but later on. I was trying to fight it, but I was having trouble there. There we go. Alright. Some jars there may contain rupees. As you can see, I'm at a full wallet. And if you're like me, you should probably be at one too. Just because collecting rupees in this game is totally worth your time. Alright. Now all I have to do is just leave through the door. The platform behind me, I don't even know why it's there, frankly. It doesn't even do anything. There's no treasure chest on it. There's nothing secretive on it, really. It's just kind of there. You can go there, and you can look on the map, you can see there's literally nothing there. I don't even think there's a jar on it. Anyway, now that I'm done with that, just go ahead and, well, carefully jump down. I was trying to make sure if there was platform here, which there was. And I just barely landed on the edge there, so yeah, that was risky. Let me go ahead and jump on here. This thing will be going up and down. It's nice how it instantly falls down, doesn't take time. Of course, that's realistic. Not even physics are realistic in this game. I can't believe it. Alright, up you go. Go ahead and jump off. I was trying to see if I could jump off and land in that bridge, but I guess as a walkthrough, that wouldn't be very efficient. And you'd probably die, so... Because that's quite a drop, so you probably die. Don't do that. I know how I'm supposed to do it now. Alright, grab one of these pots of water, and I wanted to ignore the fire keys just because they're really not worth it. Throw it on here, and oh, I fell in lava again. Of course I did. That's just great. So then at this point I thought, you know what, fine, I'm fighting the fire keys with my grappling hook, even though they were right in my face. Oh, they gave me a recovery heart though. That's nice. I was hoping maybe to not have to deal with pesky little fire keys, but wasn't the case. There's lava going through the whole thing. It sort of worried me a bit, even though that it's perfectly fine and you just have to stand on it to get raised. Man, wait till Link's grandmother finds out about this. Yeah, I was literally in a volcano, and I was riding on an obsidian platform to survive. Yeah, man. Nah, she wouldn't believe him. I don't think so. Not every day your grandson tells you that, you know. Anyway, go ahead and use the... I almost said hook shot. Use the grappling hook to get up here. Sorry, this is the only Zelda game that has it. It's weird for me to say that, just because I don't play Wind Waker very often, even though that I really like the game and I want to get back into it a lot more. I just don't play it that often. Anyway, go ahead and grapple all the way across here, and then go ahead and enter the door here on the south. Back inside here is the room with the jar, and where the boss room is. Now, you can actually go and fight the boss right now, but I am going to go back and get that chest. And I thought, do I need to go back here to get it? Which I realized, no, there's no ladder here, and there's nothing for me to land on. I would literally just, see that? I would literally just fall in lava if I did that. So, I'm going to be taking the pot to get back to the beginning of the dungeon. It's got that powder in it. And these even exist outside of a dungeon. They're just not very common. Yeah, listen to that. Anyway, some dungeons have a few of those. This one only has 2 of them, one at the beginning and one at the end. It's very helpful. Anyway, over here, this may look familiar to you. Just go ahead and go to the southwest part of this room where I was in the beginning. Open and close the door. And over here, you might have to fight the Chews again. I was trying to hit those things, those rocks, thinking they were skulls, to which I realized, wait, those are rocks. Oh yeah, and you can use the grappling hook on red choo-choos as well to get their choo-choo jelly. And oh boy, the game footage was cutting a bit there. I hope that doesn't show on video. Anyway, I don't know how that didn't work. Anyway, go ahead and grapple across here, and I almost got hit by a choo-choo. Alright, break this, and go ahead and open that treasure chest and claim your prize. Yes, a treasure chart. Good job for remembering this, by the way, if you did. I'd say this is one of the most forgettable treasure charts for me. I just have trouble remembering it, but if I keep rewatching this video, then I should have no trouble at all. Alright, across here, same thing, grappling hook. And now I'll be traveling back to that pot to take me to the end of the dungeon. Alright, I'm almost done, guys. You're almost done with Dragon Roost Cavern. Isn't it exciting? It's a very intimidating looking place, but it's not as complex as you think, although it's not linear. That's the thing I like about Zelda dungeons. Well, there are some that are more linear than others, but normally they're not that way. That's why I think Zelda games are very different from any other adventure game or RPG games. They have a certain aesthetic to them. I grew up playing the Zelda games, especially Ocarina of Time. I've spent many hours on that game. Anyway, go ahead and grapple and leap across. No one of these guys again. Ow. I got hit. This one you're going to want to kill just because he's a little pain. And look at that. Just use your parry attack. I think that's the only way you can kill them. I mean, all you have to do is just wait until it makes that sound, and then you can just press the A button. Alright, here's the Knight's Crest. This is also used for something, and it goes in your spoils bag. Alright, there's a side quest later where I have to give some to Orca back on Outside Island. He's the guy who taught us how to use the sword. But that's not for right now. Alright, you can open the chests. The other one has a yellow rupee in it. And you can open the boss key with this gigantic lock that looks like an eyeball. And prepare to meet your very first boss in Wind Waker. Alright, there she is. There's Goma. Now, for some reason, this recording session, I had so much trouble fighting her just because she kept trying to attack me, and I actually almost died from this thing. But what you want to do is you want to grapple onto Valu's tail and swing across from the other side. I was just trying to run, but I guess running makes Goma want to hit you even more. They're like, look at this. I got hit so many times. Normally, you do not get hit this many times, so I thought, do I have to get her eye? But she'll just close it and avoid it. And yeah, there are these jars around the room. Will give you hearts, so you can use those if you need to. Anyway, what you have to do is pull on the Great Valu's tail here, and yeah, he'll react because I'm sure that'll feel weird. And you can leap across. And there are these platforms here too. If you get lucky, maybe you'll land on one each time. You don't have to though. The fact that you do it doesn't determine how well this boss fight will go. Anyway, that will fall onto Goma, causing her to weaken her exoskeleton. I guess that's what you call it. I'm in botany and zoology in school, so like this stuff is very fresh in my mind. Alright, I got lucky and I got to pull on Valu's tail again. I'm sorry, Valu. I know this isn't very comfortable for you. That rhymes. I know this isn't going to be comfortable for you, but it's for a good cause, I promise. And it's not Goma this time. Don't worry. Well, it doesn't matter. He has no idea I'm here. Alright. Seriously, this is the part where I almost died here. I just kept getting hit and hit. And you see, by the fire too, that hits you as well. And Goma, she just kept hitting me. And every time, right whenever I was about to grab the tail, I got hit. I don't know. I guess she was just not having any of it. I guess she was waiting 4 years to kill me. So, yeah. Anyway, if you remember at the beginning, I said this is a 4-year-old file. I started up in 2016, so... Yeah, look at this. I cannot seem to get her. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to die to Goma. So this was my panic moment. You should not have this much trouble, I don't think. I just got really unlucky. Look, you can hear the sound. It makes that sound at low health. There you go. I don't really get at low health a lot in Zelda games anymore. I got lucky and missed that one, although Anyway, I guess you have to wait for her to stop attacking. Maybe that's the pattern, and I was just being impatient and trying to fight her as fast as I could. Anyway, the hard part is over now. Once you can hook onto Valu's tail and swing across 3 times, which I'm not really sure how that makes that rock fall, because... Well, I guess it just weakens Valu's tail. Anyway, she's had enough now. She's going to shatter that rock completely apart, and her exoskeleton is gone, or her armor. I thought it would fall into lava if I did that. So you gotta hit her eye, and then, well, with the grappling hook, you have to catch her eye and then just whack away at it. And I'm not getting a lot of hits on her. And I don't know how that didn't work. Oh. Okay, there you go. No, I got her eye. Yeah. So just go ahead and keep doing that. Grapple on her eye, and then once she's in front of you, just go ahead and hit her. And she hit me with her little claw on her face. That's not very nice of you, Goma. Anyway, there she is. She's dead. And the eyeball as a weak spot is a very common, classic theme for Zelda bosses. Or even just common enemies, too. It's a thing. Anyways, that is Goma. A lot easier than it looks, actually. She's a lot easier than she looks, you know? I'll definitely say that. I just kind of... I was impatient and tried to do this fast, and yeah, I didn't have a good time with that. I was really getting frustrated while recording this. Anyway, there's your first heart container, and there's the little wind whirls to get us out of here. And if you listen to them, it sounds like the final hours in Majora's Mask. So if any of you have played that game, you should know what I'm talking about. Alright, so the heart container, it extends your health, and now I have 5 hearts. It's essentially the equivalent of collecting 4 pieces of heart. So once you're done, go ahead and stand to the whirls there, and get taken outside.